Greetings, guys. That time of the week again, where I prepare myself for the upcoming week. All right, guys. Last week it was one of the best weeks ever for myself and my team. We actually had a very productive week, and I believe actually most of you as well. You likely maybe had a productive week, but otherwise, if maybe by any chance you didn't have a productive week, it happens. It happens, but it doesn't mean that you have to give up. No, just means that this coming week you gotta prepare yourself better, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this is to make sure that not only do I prepare myself and my team for the upcoming week, but also to prepare some of you guys, because there are actually a lot of you guys who are actually finding this thing that I do very, very productive and very useful. It's actually helping a lot of people. So that's the reason why I will also, again, never stop to do something like this. So before I actually start, just a reminder, guys, do not forget to like, subscribe, and also turn the notification bells so that every time when I release something new, obviously it will be trading related. You guys, you are the first ones to actually get them. All right, guys, I'm not gonna waste time. I'm not gonna waste time. You know that. So we are actually starting. All right. What is it that this coming week I'll be looking at? Well, I got yeah, it's actually how many are they? There are a couple of pairs here. One, two, three, four, five pairs together with the DXY, and then I also have gold and silver, and then US state and Nasdaq. So this week I got a lot. I got a lot. But otherwise, the video is not going to be long. It's going to be very short, but very informative. So without waste of time, guys, we are starting. We are starting. USD, yeah, DXY. In fact, the DXY. All right. With this one, as I always tell you, it actually just helps us know how is the strength of the dollar. Okay, dollar in general. All right. So as it stands, I'm gonna start actually in the daily time frame. Of which in the daily time frame, if you can see, the overall trend is up. All right, it's clear. And whatever which is happening, it's more of a correction phase whereby the market will still likely go high, as you can see. And then for those who use also trend line, as you can see, we have this. We actually had this trend line. Market reacted in it, and then it's going up. So I'm actually anticipating that we are not going to actually really have much of a strong dollar until we reach this bottom level here. It's one of the levels that I feel that they are likely going to go to before they actually make a huge move in the dollar index. Okay, but otherwise, going to the H4, as you can see, we are seeing some good momentum kicking in. However, at the same time, we can see that we have a minor H4 trend, which is still down, as you can see. So, what I'm anticipating is that we are likely going to have a retracement down to this level. Then we go to this key level before we are likely going to have a strong push to the downside. That's what I'm anticipating. That's what I'm anticipating. So, the first thing that I'm going to be looking at in this one, in summary, if I can summarize it, as soon as the market opens, I will wait for it to reach this key level before I look for buys. Right? Of which, when I'm buying, this will be my target. However, if that doesn't happen, if it starts by going up, I will let it go up until it reaches this key level. And when it's inside here, I'm going to look to sell. That's what I'm going to do. But if by any chance, when it reaches here, it breaks, I will wait for retracement and buy. That's how simple it is. So I'm done with the dollar index. All right, going to the next one. Euro USD. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what do we have in the daily time frame. Okay, in the daily time frame, I see a clear downtrend, of which the last key level is actually this key level at the top here. So for as long as we're still above this level, sorry, for as long as we're still above this level, the Euro USD is still bearish. It's still bearish, and if you can see now, we are more like it's more like a how can I see it? It's more like a correction phase for market to actually turn bearish again. Right. So otherwise, going to the H4. Okay. Let me delete this line here. Going to H4, I do see a clear uptrend. So because of that, and knowing the fact that the market has not yet tapped inside a key level, which I believe that's where we are likely gonna have a massive drop in the Euro USD. So before we reach this level, when we reach it, that's when I will be looking for a strong sell in the Euro USD. But otherwise, for now, I'm still gonna be buying. Okay, so coming now to the current what is going on in the current situation, where the market is right now, I'm gonna be looking for market to drop and then tap inside here, inside this key zone. And then as soon as it's inside here, if I have a buy setup, I'm buying and then take my profit right at this top level. Where if I get a sell at this top level, I'm gonna look for a sell setup. Okay, but if the market doesn't start by this, by dropping to this key level, it starts by going up. I'll wait for it to break the level, retest, then go up with it. That's it. I will wait for one of the two things. Either market come here, buy setup, I buy. Or it goes up, break this level, retest, then I buy. Simple as that. We're going to the next one. USD CAD. If we look at it in the daily time frame, yeah, it's not that very clear for me in the daily. In the H4, however, I do see a clear downtrend in the H4. So I still feel like the market need to come somewhere here at the top before we can drop. That's just how I'm feeling. Okay, so for it to come here, uh, in fact, if by any chance it is to come here, I'm gonna make sure that at least I'm taking those counter trade, which in this case will be buying. All right, but the level for me where I want to buy is actually right here. So when the market opens, I'm gonna let it run and see what it does. If it starts by going down, come to this key level, give me a buy setup. I'm gonna buy and take my profit right here. But if the opposite happen and the market opens and go up, as soon as it breaks and retests this key level, I might take a small buy to this level. Simple as that. So we're done with the USD CAD. Next one. AUD USD. In the H4, let me check if maybe in the daily there, yeah, well, in the daily, I can see there's some sort of a trend, an uptrend, which is a correction of the overall down move. Okay, but this uptrend is very much clear in the H4, as you can see. This is a clear uptrend. So because I'm seeing this uptrend and I have this key level sitting down here, what I'm anticipating is that the market, when it opens, if it opens and then when it opens, it starts by going up, I will monitor as soon as it reaches here for a possible sell. And then that sell, I'm going to take my profit at least down here. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Otherwise, if it doesn't start by going up, it starts by going down. In this case, because the distance is not really that far, I will wait for it to reach my key level, which is down here. Wait for a buy setup and then buy from here. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Okay. Then that's it with the AUD. USD. Remember, guys, what I'm doing here, it's more of a summary of what is it that I'm looking at, the key levels that I'm looking at, and then what is it that I'm gonna do when the market reaches those key levels, and then if I am to enter at a certain key level, where will I take my profit at? So it's more of a summary. But if you want more of an in-depth understanding and then also explanation in detail as to how do we get the key levels and all that, guys, you're more than welcome. You can shout, and then I can arrange for you. I can arrange, I mean, for us to actually see how we can go about. Otherwise, you can join our groups. We have different groups in our company, so that at least you learn more about different things. Different things. Otherwise, let's continue. Uh, GBP, JPY. This one, what is happening in the H4? I'm going to start right here in the H4. What's happening here in the H4? What I'm seeing, more especially for those ones who actually specializes in the trend lines and the trend line patterns. As you can see, this is a rising wage, and currently we are at the third touch. That's what that's how they actually call it, a third touch. So normally, yes, there's a chance. There's a chance that the market might actually react and start dropping right where it is right here. So what is it that I'm gonna do on my side? Okay, in my side, yes, market might drop here, but it's still in the overall uptrend. As you can see, the key level is this one. So this is what I'm gonna do. I can take a counter trade here. A counter trade. Why? Because the overall trend in the H4 it's up. So if I am trading against that up movement, it's a counter trade. So provided I get a setup somewhere here in the lower time frame, then I can take that counter trade to the key level down here. Okay, and then see how the market reacts here. And I will also monitor how did it drop. Did it drop maybe with good strength, showing me signs that it wants to turn right here? Because by the look of it, I feel like there's a high chance that this drop might create for us a very strong move, which might even end somewhere down here. That's what I'm actually anticipating. But otherwise, what I'm gonna do when the market opens here, I'm gonna see if it gives me a potential counter trade of sell. I'm gonna take it to down here as my TP. But if the market starts by going up, then I will reanalyze. Okay. Otherwise, as soon as the market reaches here, I will see how it does. If it reaches here and then it just break this key level, I will wait for retracement of the same key level, then sell again. Okay, but if it reaches here and battles to break here and actually end up giving us a buy setup, I'm gonna buy and then take it up. This time, if that happens, depending on how it dropped, I might actually decide to take my profit somewhere here. Why? Because there might be a potential of uh, head and shoulder pattern. Okay, but otherwise, all that it will depend on how the market opens first. Secondly, also how did the drop happen in case if maybe the market does start by dropping. Okay, so which all that will fall under reassessment, which I actually do every single, yeah, around Tuesday. Normally, I do another market analysis, okay, which I share it with my people in my Telegram group and other groups as well. So, guys, if you're not part of that, I urge you, please join them because there's a lot of things that I do share during the week, during the course of the week. Yeah. So, without any further waste of time, I think that's clear with the GBP JPY. Just to emphasize again, as the market opens, I will wait for a potential counter trade and then sell, take my profit here. Then after that, that's when I will reanalyze and take it from there. But if it starts by going up, I will reanalyze it right away and then see what I can do. Okay, let's go to the next one. USD ZAR. Okay, USD ZAR. For the trend line, guys, as you can see, we do have some sort of a trend line here. And then, yeah, it's a bit choppy. It's a bit choppy, but overall, I do see that we tend to bearish somewhere here. If I can, yeah, we broke this key level, so now we come retrace, and then we broke again for the second time right here. So this is more like a retracement for us to actually potentially drop again. So we are actually, whatever potential trade of buy that we might get in this key level, it will be a counter trade of that H4 move that we are seeing, which in this case now it has turned to bearish. Okay, so as soon as the market opens here, this is what I'm going to be looking for. If it starts by dropping, I will wait for it to drop until it reaches somewhere here, wait for my buy setup, buy until this key level. Okay, and then as it reaches here, I might start thinking about selling. All right, but if the market starts here, not by selling, but it starts by buying, I will wait until it breaks this key level. As soon as it breaks, retest, then that's when I'm going to buy until this key level. And then right here, that's when I can maybe start looking for potential sales. All right. I think in the side of the pairs, let me see. Yeah, in the side of the pairs, I'm actually done. So now we are going to, yeah, let's start by the metals, then we will finish off with the indices. Okay, the metals, I'm going to start with the gold first. Okay, uh, which with the gold, what I'm seeing here, it's one of the candlestick patterns, which actually indicates that the market is actually in a virtue of maybe dropping. Okay, what we are seeing here, according to the candlestick patterns. Okay, so let's now go to the H4. Uh, Going to the lower time frame is for us to also be able to see, is it gonna drop right where it is, or maybe something else might happen first. Okay, in the H4, what I'm seeing is actually, sorry, just a minute. Sorry. Okay, I just wanna delete these lines. Okay, yeah. All right. In the H4, what I'm seeing is that first of all, the market is here. It's right sitting right here. It actually reacted off this support, as you can see. So we are actually sitting at the support. So I'm not gonna be selling right here where it is. Okay. What I will wait for, it's actually for market to give me a bias. First of all, when it opens, if it goes down first, if it goes down, as soon as it breaks this key level, I will wait for retracement, then sell it to this key level. That's where I'm going to take my profit. That's what I'm going to do. Then here, I'm going to look for buys and then buy up to somewhere up here. That's what I'm going to do. However, if the market opens and then it actually now start by buying, going up, I'm not going to buy. Okay, I'm not gonna buy. Yes, it will be counter trade, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait until market reaches a key level somewhere around here, and then look for potential sales right here. I sell until down here. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and then as soon as we reach here, remember, I will now be waiting for potential buys. That's what I'm gonna do with the dollar. Okay, just one of the two. Just one of the two I explained. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is actually silver. Silver is not that different from a dollar, more especially the way they move. Okay, because if you look at the silver as well, uh, okay, let's go to the daily and see if maybe we can see something. Yeah. Also in the dailies, it's also showing some sort of a candlestick pattern, which is not that different from that one for gold. Okay. So going back now to the H4, what I'm seeing is that we do have this key level. That's where I will be looking for sales, potential sales to this strong key level. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do with the silver. If it opens and then starts by going up, I will wait until it reaches this key level, then sell. Take my profit right here. That's what I'm gonna do. However, if it starts by selling, I will monitor until it reaches here. That's where I will start thinking about buying. But I will also be careful of this key level because it might start by dropping, and then as soon as it reaches this key level, it gives me setup of potential buys, which I might as well also consider them buy and then take the market high. That's it. All right. As I promised, the last ones will be indices. And then from the indices, I will look at the US 30 and the NASDAQ. So let's start with the US 30. This one, yeah, this one it's strongly bullish, strongly bullish. So with this one, what I'm gonna be looking for, it's actually for a potential retracement, and then as soon after retracing, that's when I will look for potential buys and then take the market high. So where it is now, I'm not going to be ignorant of the fact that we have this strong trend line here. So where it's sitting, because it's very much close to it, I will just monitor and see first how it reacts as soon as it reaches this trend line. And then if it gives me potential counter trades right on this trend line, I will take those counter trades to somewhere around here where I will look for buys again and then buy, take it to this high key level up here. That's what I'm gonna do. So in summary, I will wait for market to open here, see what it's doing, of which I think it's likely gonna start by approaching this trend line, of which if it's doing that, I'm not gonna buy, it's too high. I will wait for it to reach this trend line, give me a potential counter trade, then take a counter trade, sell. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Before I think of buying again somewhere here at this key level. However, if it starts by dropping, what I will do is monitor if there is a nice counter trade. Okay. And yeah, but this one, if it just starts by dropping right here, I might leave that counter trade, just wait for market to reach this key level. That's when I'll start thinking about buying. That's it. That's it. All right. Let's go to the last one of the day, which is actually Nasdaq. Nasdaq, as you can see, is very close. Unlike US 30, which is close to the trend line, this one is close to the resistance, which if you check here, at first it tried to break it, but it failed. So this time around, it does look like it will break it. Looking at the momentum, which happened on Friday, it's very strong, this momentum. So there's a high chance that this market might start with the bullish right away, then we break. But I'm just anticipating obvious. If that happen, we break this key level. I will wait for retracement, then buy to this key level, which lines up as well with the trend line. That's what I'm gonna do. However, if the market reaches this key level, fail, and then give me some potential selling opportunity, I'm going to sell right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, guys. I know it's a summary, and I know it was actually a lot of this pairs that I actually discussed with you guys. But as I always tell you guys, market do one of the two things: either go up or go down. We just gotta be in the right direction. That's all we need to do. That's all. That's all we need to do. And then the other thing that I always emphasize to you guys: please make sure your risk management is very good, because without risk management, I can assure you, you will not be successful, even if you are good in trading. Okay, that's the other thing that I can tell you guys. And the other one, you don't need to trade all these things that I shared with you. Okay, you need to take one or two max. I mean, you don't need a lot, because the more you take a lot, the more you lose your focus. And when you lose your focus, yeah, well, chances are that you will be all over. You'll make a lot of mistakes. So it's always best making sure that you are focused, and to improve that focus, you gotta make sure that you're not all over. All right, guys. As I also told you guys, do not forget to like, subscribe, and also turn notification bells. And then the other thing, make sure that you also join uh, our Telegram channel and also the other channels as well, so that at least you don't miss anything. Because I'm also gonna do other reanalysis of yours. Like I told you, maybe on Tuesday, I'm gonna do some reanalysis of which those ones I no longer post them in the YouTube, unfortunately, but in the Telegram I do post to them. So yeah, otherwise, guys, this is it from me. Let us meet in the other channels. Cheers, guys.